Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the 9th day of May. It's National Homefront Heroes Day. Hats off to all of the Homefront heroes.
Absolutely.
National Alphabet Magnet Day today. Did you have little alphabet magnets on your
We
refrigerator?
did not.
Yeah,
for the same reason that our children didn't. It doesn't look good.
It doesn't. and in your household, let's just face the facts. It would have been vulgarity most of the time anyway. Europe Day, National Sleepover Day, National Butterscotch Brownie Day, National Moscato Day, not Mosquito Day, not Mojito Day, Moscato. All those words sound similar but have nothing to do with each other.
Oh my God.
And National Lost Sock Memorial Day today. So
it's a thing.
If you lost a sock, today's a day to mourn the loss of that sock. I have lost many socks in my day. I don't know where they go.
It's constant.
I know. I don't know where they go. Somebody is probably walking around without a sock right now. Charlie, we're going to have him in here in a little bit, chatting. He'll be in the studio again. We'll be talking with him for Tuesdays with Charlie, coming up in a little while.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit. We probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Recent stats show that millennials now outnumber baby boomers. So there's a lot of millennials, but they were always kind of a little bit behind baby boomers, and now baby boomers are kind of not as many around, which is sad. That's very, very sad. Bad news is this. Researchers have confirmed that stress actually ages your body. The good news is it only takes a few days to recover. That's good to know, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Scientists at Duke University School of Medicine found that the biological age of a human and mice rapidly increase in response to various forms of stress, like surgery, major illness, childbirth, COVID-19, things like that. DNA methylation clocks, that's what they use to measure your biological age. They say that stress will help increase the age of a person.
Yeah.
But if you can reduce your age by getting away from stress, so relaxing. So saying, hey, take a break,
I'm all
take a
for
deep
that.
breath.
I feel like we should relax more.
If I relax much more, I'll fall asleep. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know giving table scraps to a pup might be a good thing for their tummy now, according to a new report? Chronic enteropathy, I don't know what it is. It's a name for a gastrointestinal disorder lasting for 3 weeks or longer. It's a common problem for older dogs. According to a recent study, though, from the scientific report, they have found that diet at a younger age may play a role in these problems later in life. The team concluded that giving the dog human meal leftovers and table scraps during puppyhood, 2 to 6 months, and adolescence, 6 to 18 months, were protective against CE later in life. So our dog is going to be rock solid.
Yeah, I tend to feed our dog.
I know. She stands at the table looking at you like, hey, give me something. She looks over at me. She's like, I know that fat guy's not giving me anything. All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Kim Kardashian spent years doing reality TV, but she says she's willing to give it all up to become a lawyer. She's been working on that. It's kind of an interesting
That's been
thing.
going on for a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, she recently did a story about this, and I get the whole story if you want to read it. Ryan Gosling says he wasn't sure that he would have the Ken energy required for his role in Barbie. He and Margot Robbie together in Vegas at CinemaCon talked about their appearance in the new Barbie movie that comes out July 21st. And don't ask Bill Hader to sign a piece of Star Wars memorabilia because he said he just won't do it. He served as a voice consultant in creating the sounds of the droid BB-8 in Star Wars The Force Awakens. So he's been involved in this stuff, but he goes, no, I don't sign any of this stuff. I don't do any of it.
Okay.
No, I don't sign it. Not going to do it. But he even said he had a kid come up and ask if he would sign it. He's like, nope, not going to do it.
Wow. All right. Whatever.
He's just not going to do it. You know what? I will sign it for you. I'll even sign Bill
Wasn't
Hader.
involved, but
Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, we need to synchronize our watches.
okay.
A study shows that men most desire a little, at 7:54 a.m.
That is never happening.
And a survey found that women desire, the most at 11:21 p.m. Why are these times so far apart from each other? Does that seem odd? All I know is I'm going to set my watch for 11:21 p.m. Alarm goes off. I'm like, hey, baby, how you doing? All right. We all seem to bring our phones with us everywhere. But everywhere? Yeah, everywhere. Especially a lot of people in the bathroom. Scrolling away minutes, while you're in the restroom. But this habit could actually be harmful. Primrose Freestone, a senior lecturer in clinical microbiology at the University of Leicester. That just sounds like a fun person, doesn't it?
It sure does. Imagine the wild times.
Primrose says he's urging mobile phone users to think more about the mobile phone hygiene. He says most people wash their hands numerous times throughout the day, but he goes on to say you're not cleaning your phone regularly. You could still be putting your health at risk, especially if you use your mobile device in a restroom.
I'm sure.
He says we should consider how often our hands touch our phones and then touch our children and touch other things. And we place them on unclean surfaces throughout the day, your phones, that is. Adding that to transfer.
Not your children.
Yeah, you don't place your children on unclean surfaces, hopefully. But you transfer microbes onto your phone, and then that gets onto your food, and it gets onto everywhere. He's got a 10-point plan for good mobile phone hygiene. Number 1 on the list is use alcohol-based wipes or sprays. They need to be at least 70% alcohol to effectively disinfect, if you'd like to do that. I've got a link to all of the other ones. I don't have them all, but I do have a link to it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And he's back
Again.
in the studio. Charlie, what you got for us today?
Still here.
Yeah, well, we're excited that you're here.
I can't get this chain off.
We got you locked to the studio chair pretty good. So what do you have for us today?
Well, let's see here. Did you know it takes less than 4 minutes to decide whether you have feelings for someone?
Huh.
Yeah.
So these people that are doing these 10-year
Engagements, you really don't need that.
Overshooting that a bit?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Less than 4 minutes. Yeah, I decided I didn't like you in about 2.
Didn't take you long, did it?
No, then you married in the family. So.
I know.
Hey, did you know that most British tanks since World War II are fully equipped to make tea?
Really? That's cool. So they've got a
That's
teapot
cool.
in there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. You need to relax a bit when you're in the middle of a war.
Have
You
some
need
tea.
some calming tea.
There's some other tea that ain't tea. What is that? Comes in a can?
Coffee?
No, it's some kind of tea. Twisted tea.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff.
Is it?
Do you like it? It's too. I think it's too sweet.
I don't like it.
Oh, you don't?
I heard somebody say that once, so I thought.
He's just trying to sound cool.
Hey, here's a math question for you. I know you're a whiz at this.
All right.
1,089 multiplied by 9 equals what?
8.
I have no idea.
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
No.
What is it?
Okay, remember now, 1,089 multiplied by 9 equals 9,801.
Oh, that's cool.
So
it's
one
backwards.
is backwards.
Just backwards.
Oh,
Well, I
that's
should have
cool.
known this.
That's a little brain twister for you that you failed.
I did just fail.
Yours was a
didn't I?
good guess, though, John.
Was it really?
It
No,
was.
It's a terrible
It was a good guess.
8? That was a bad guess.
Well, you knew it was going to be something random because you knew.
You knew it was going to be something simple because I can't divide that by 9.
I thought I was just out of place. You're asking me math questions.
What the hell's wrong with you? Hey, then, you know who Bill Gates is?
I do.
Oh, yes.
You know he gets free food from McDonald's?
Why?
Why?
Because he has a McDonald's gold card.
He can afford food at McDonald's. He doesn't need free food.
Exactly.
Doesn't that just seem
This
stupid?
world is so backwards.
I don't understand why they would do that.
How come I don't have a gold card?
You should get one.
Well, how do you get one?
Just be Bill Gates.
You gotta
Call
be
him
Bill
up. Get him
Gates.
on the phone.
I'll call him. I'll see if I can get my people to call his people. What's that? I was just told I have no people.
You have no people.
None.
Oh, hey, McDonald's first ever menu item was what?
A hamburger.
Close.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah, I didn't know that. They had a hot dog cart. Yeah, I remember that now.
Back in 1930.
Yeah, and it was right outside a...
Right after 29.
Yeah, but it was right
1930.
outside a movie theater. They were selling food, and then the movie theater was like, we're going to sell the food now. Get out of here. And then they went and did something better.
Really?
Yeah. I know a couple of things, Charlie.
Well, what you know, we don't want to know. We better do one of these just because you care things.
Okay.
I don't care, but you might. You know what a sloth is?
Yeah?
Yes.
They leave their homes once a week to poop.
Really?
They only poop once a week.
And I think they poop square stuff, too, if I remember right.
Do they really?
I'm kind of a sloth expert.
I'm a sloth expert.
Charlie, sloth expert. Nice to meet you.
Give me a
You
question.
should just start introducing yourself that way to people randomly. Hi, Charlie Nelson, sloth expert.
It says that on my card.
All right. I'm going to ask you some questions here. All of these questions are off a test for like second graders.
Uh-oh.
So like they're super smart questions, but they're supposedly at a second grade level. So
We're in trouble.
which one of these is a mammal? A seahorse, a sea lion, or a sea urchin?
Oh.
Which one is a mammal? Seahorse, sea lion, or sea urchin?
lion.
Horse.
Heidi was right. It's the sea lion.
Damn.
Yeah, the sea lion. I'll give you one more. This is true or false, so you got a 50-50
Oh, God.
chance. True or false? The human shoulder is a ball and socket joint.
True.
What do you think, Heidi?
True.
You're both right. True. Good job. I'm going to save more of these for maybe next week and the following weeks. Do you like those questions?
That was
No.
You got any
extremely exciting.
You got any kindergarten questions? Who's smarter than a fifth grader?
Not me.
Not us.
All right.
We barely made the second grade.
We barely. Well, thanks for coming in, Charlie. It's always a pleasure.
Well, it's an experience.
It is indeed.
Bye, Danny.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there, we talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
What a year. With prices on everything going up, it's more important than ever to have a better credit card. Some people use a credit card that's not a very good one. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Teflon is the only known material which geckos are unable to stick to.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's pretty cool. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When being photographed, instead of saying cheese, people in the Victorian era said prunes.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first jukeboxes came with earphones. Only one person could listen at a time. Well, there are times I've been in places where I wish that were still the case. Like, who
Yes.
picked this?
Exactly.
All right, fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There are 550 hairs in the average eyebrow. Oh, my goodness. That's a lot. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Melting an ice cube in your mouth burns 2.3 calories. Oh, there's my new health plan. And our final, I wonder if this is true. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Women are attracted to the scent of Good and Plenty licorice candy
I love Good and Plenty.
and the scent of cucumbers.
Do
you like
love that
those
as well?
scents?
Yes, I do. Very much.
I'm going to run to the store. All right. Fun facts. Couple of them for you there. Now you know. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 20% of us will leave the house with one of these today, but they won't even use it. What is it? Haven't done it in a while.
Your sunglasses.
No, a gym bag. Yeah, 20% leave the house with a gym bag, then they don't even make it to the gym. I've done that. Best intentions. I'm like, I'm going to do that. And then the sad thing is I was literally just driving to the gym, but then I ended up driving to get breakfast instead.
Get donuts.
And say, hey, I'm back.
Breakfast pizza.
I'm back. Did you go to the gym? No, but I got a dozen donuts. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If it's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring in your current phone. iPhones and Samsung phones both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. If it's something you're into, the king's subjects now have the chance to suck on his famous sausage fingers.
What?
But it's not what you think. By now, you've no doubt heard the royal kerfuffle about Charles. Have you seen Prince Charles' hands?
I've not.
Yeah, there's photos online about he's got really big fingers. Anyway, just ahead of the coronation the other day, a company debuted the coronation collection of vapes that look like Charles III's meaty mitts.
That is so bizarre.
I know. That's why it's weird news, Heidi. $63 for a set of 10 Riot E liquid molded after the shape of and size of the king's own fingers. I don't know anybody who would want this.
No.
One even has a little pinky ring on it.
Oh my god.
The e-cigs are available in specialty flavors.
So weird.
It is weird. The whole thing is weird. But you know why we're doing it? It's weird news. We always do weird news. I've got all the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Top 5 cartoon series of all time. What would you say is number one if you were going to shout out number one cartoon of all time, the series?
The series.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I bet The Simpsons is way up there just because it's still running.
Okay, well, is that your answer?
But I'm going to have to go with Scooby-Doo.
All right, so you're wrong. Avatar: The Last Airbender, number 5. Number 4.
No way. Of all
BoJack
time.
Horseman, number 4. Number 3, The Simpsons. Number 2, Batman, the animated series. And the number 1, shout it out, people, from 1930 is when it started, Looney Tunes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, and company.
That I
The
agree
endured
with.
appeal that has made their slapstick antics pop culture a mainstay to this day. So yeah, they've been around since 1930. That's just the top 5, by the way. Thanks for listening to The List. It comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
InsuranceChicken.com wants to know, how much are you paying for your insurance? I know it seems like a hassle to switch to a different company, but if you can save a few bucks, it's worth crossing the road to InsuranceChicken.com. We have several of the top insurance companies trying to earn your business. They do that by offering great insurance that is cheap. Okay, enough of the silly chicken puns. It's time to get serious about saving you money on your insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today from Robin Williams. He said, "Why do they call it rush hour when nothing moves?" It's a good quote. Robin Williams did a movie called The Angriest Man in Brooklyn. In that movie, he was in a little bit of a rush hour, but he was in a car accident at the beginning of the movie. Anyway, during this movie, he was told he had 90 minutes to live. Can you even imagine?
Wow.
And this was not too long before he ended up leaving us. So I watched that movie way back when it came out, but I watched it again recently with the idea in mind that, he was gone shortly after that. And
Right.
it's a whole different movie now. Anyway, it's called Angriest Man in Brooklyn. Interesting film. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. I love this. This, I think, is a really, really cool story. Ravens fan buys 20 Lamar Jackson jerseys to give to a young fan who can't afford one. So some young fans, I should say. So I'm going to just park right here for a second and let you know, I don't know anything about sports. So I'm not a sports guy. I don't know who all these people are, but I'm going to read this because it's a neat story. But it's not because this is, my team or this is, I just don't want to have somebody mad at me for saying something because I don't know anything. But a Baltimore Ravens fan bought 20 jerseys, Jackson, number 8, Lamar Jackson, it says. And his plan was to hand them out to young fans. Perry Schaefer, a Ravens fan in Maryland, has been a Ravens fan since he was a child. He said that when he was a kid, he was a huge fan of Ray Lewis. It meant so much to him when he got a number 52 Lewis jersey. He remembered the feeling on how that was, but he also remembered how expensive it was for a kid to be able to buy one of those. So now he wants young fans to have that feeling, especially young fans who can't afford the jerseys. So he has been doing what he can to get these shirts out to other kids. I think that's kind of a cool thing.
That's pretty sweet.
He says it's his way of paying tribute to Lamar for expressing his faith and serving as a role model for young fans. So that's really kind of a neat thing. There's a video that goes along with this, and it explains why he purchased 20 of these and where he's trying to meet these kids to hand out the jerseys.
That's
all
pretty
of that.
great. I love that so much.
I think it's a neat story. And like I said, I am not a sports guy, so a lot of this
not a sports guy, but this is just a neat.
Exactly.
It wouldn't matter what kind of memorabilia who's handing out.
I agree completely. I think that's really neat, and it was something that reminded him of his childhood and how much it meant to him. So I think it's really cool. I've got a link to the story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.